Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for watching this video. We are now on day 6 of attempt 3 of the 75 hard program, and boy has it been a long 24 hours. If you had the opportunity to have a laugh at my video yesterday, because there was some, it's actually quite funny now. I think about it 24 hours later. The potato project, I won't give it all away, please go and watch that video from yesterday. The potato project is, I laughed about it today. But what I found myself doing yesterday, because I knew that there's no way I can go to sleep because I have water to drink, I still had my reading to do, and it was past midnight. And I wasn't going to force, a litre and a half of water just like that. I won't do that to my body. If I have to stay up, I'll stay up, and I'll figure out how to balance my water intake better the next day. But what I ended up doing is I just got so focused with my studies. I'm currently studying my master's in positive psychology and coaching psychology, and I got so focus, like in flow with my studies and with some work that I was doing for Children of Jannah, which is the charity that I'm part of, that before I knew it, it was 3:55 a.m. So it was almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I worked all the way through without any distractions. Kids were in bed, nice and quiet, lots of water to drink, and I just worked through the night, and it was brilliant. It wasn't that I have a deadline to meet right now, but I just wanted to get that work done, and it just felt good doing it. Now, you may be thinking, well, is that healthy? Because it sounds like, Hafiza, you are burning the candle on both ends, and I get it, and to an extent I agree. You may be thinking that, gosh, is that balance? Do you have balance? Because it seems like you're all kind of out of sync, and I would definitely put my hand up there and I would say that no, not really. I don't really have the balance in my life right now that I did have before I started this particular program. And here's the thing, here's what I wanted to share with you. I think it's okay not to be in balance, or not to have that kind of perfect harmony and that perfect balance in your life all of the time, right? I know as a coach, I'm constantly talking to my clients about, balance and sleep, because I haven't slept as much as I normally do. And again, yes, 100%, I definitely work with on sleep. It's one of my number one questions with my clients, that, hey, how much are you sleeping? How do you know? Are you tracking your sleep? Because sleep is very precious. It's vital. Our bodies need to rest. Our bodies need to recuperate. Our digestive system needs to be given an opportunity to get on with what it does. There's lots of body functions that need to take place when we're sleeping. It's not just about us going to sleep. It's the body needs it. Of course, it's vital. But here's the thing. Sometimes you may just be out of balance. And what I wanted to share with you is that it's okay to do that. In my personal opinion, it's okay to do that, as long as you know that this isn't something forever. This is not something you're going to be doing for a long period of time. It's just you figuring out that, okay, this is a program I'm on right now, and it's just taking me a little bit longer to do these different tasks, because these 5 critical tasks for 75-hour program have definitely added more work, more tasks to what was already a very tight schedule for me, or a very kind of tight day for me. But instead of me thinking that, oh gosh, I'm so imbalanced, what I tend to think of it as is that this is a conscious choice that I've made to push myself harder for a defined period of time. So it's a conscious choice that I've made to push myself just harder for a defined period of time. It's not going to be always. I had the same outlook when I was training for my first marathon, because it's not normal daily activity when you're training for a marathon. Like I'm reading the feeds of people who are training for the Manchester Marathon, and I'm not doing the Manchester Marathon 2025, but I'm reading their feeds, and it's like, okay, got up at this time, got up at 5 o'clock this morning, got my outdoor, sorry, not my I got my 6 miles in or my 10 miles in, and then they've got another run, a day later, and then another run, and they're kind of doing 35, 40 miles sometimes a week, right? That's not kind of normal running. Well, not for the normal ordinary folks like me, right? But when you're training for something, when you're training for a marathon, right, then there is imbalance, right? Because your focus, your priority is on that end goal, right? And you know that it's not forever, it's for a period of time. It might be for 4 months, it might be for 5 months, and then once you've done it, then you get to that, you show up at the race day, and then you do that glory lap of 26.2 miles, and then that's it, it's done. It's that defined period of time. So what I wanted to share with you is that I do think that it's almost a myth sometimes that everything in life needs to be balanced always. It needs to be in harmony. It needs to take place at a scheduled time all the time, because it's just not life. Life is messy. There's stuff that happens. There's assignments that need to be handed in, kids that get sick. Therefore, it's like, do I not study that day, or do I just work during that night and make up for what I didn't study, and then try to have like a nap in the daytime the following day? That's exactly what I did. I had a nap in the daytime today. My kids were fine. I had a nap, and it just felt great. We're kind of past midnight today, and I've got a lot of energy. I really genuinely have a lot of energy. So I hope this is making sense to you, that imbalance, it's okay sometimes. And I also wanted to share that sometimes, when you're constantly aiming for perfection and the balance of the harmony, I think sometimes we kind of hinder our growth. Because what we want to do is we want to stay in that comfort zone, possibly, of like, it's got to be tickety-boo, it's got to be go, from A to B to C to D, etc. And this is just how my day is, and full stop. And I believe from my life's experience that sometimes that imbalance, sometimes pushing yourself harder for a period of time, that's where the growth is. That's where the growth is. And I believe that that's what can unlock new levels of discipline, new levels of strength, and new levels of confidence as well. And just that feeling that, my gosh, I'm competent. I can do this. When I push myself, I can achieve this thing. So yeah. So have a look at your life. Are there any areas in your life right now where you feel like, oh gosh, there's imbalance here? Are you embracing it? Like I'm embracing it. Like sometimes I know I get it. It feels a bit sucky. It feels like, oh gosh, I don't want to be here. I want to be balanced, right? Who wouldn't want to be balanced? Of course. But are you embracing that suck? Are you giving yourself? Are you using words that give you meaning in terms of like, hey, this is a vision. There's a vision here. There's a why that we're doing what we're doing, and that's why we're not as balanced as we normally would be. And I would say to you that if you are finding yourself in some imbalance or trying to figure something out, embrace it. Push yourself harder, because you heard the statement, you're stronger than you think. You're stronger than you think. And the rewards of growth, my gosh, are always going to be worth that temporary discomfort that we feel. Was I uncomfortable yesterday? 100%. Did I want to go to bed? Yes, of course I did. And isn't it strange? Like I've almost finished apart from a little bit of water here, right, in my daring cup. Oh, you can't see it, but there is. Okay, you can't see it anyway when I turn it around. But a little bit of water. I'm like, I can go to bed, but I'm really fresh. So yeah, there's imbalance. I'll figure it out. I trust in my ability to figure it out. Yeah. So let me know how you're finding these videos. Are there any particular topics you want me to cover that would be beneficial for you? I don't even know how many videos I've done so far because this is the third attempt. Ooh. So anyway, let me know. Seriously, let me know how is it going. What is it that I can support you with? What are you working on? That'll be interesting because we are now on the, my gosh, 5th of January already. It's like New Year's Day yesterday. We're on the 5th of January already, 2025. Anyway, take care of yourself. Push yourself harder. Take care. Bye bye.